Hello friends, in the series of BSE IPF, I welcome you all. We are talking about Economic Survey of India. For a small investor, it is always important to decide a right product at a right time. But before going or choosing any right product or a right investment tool, he should always understand what is the current situation, what are the initiatives which government is taking, and how long he can be there in the specific product or the investment tool or the asset class. He can get the idea only if he is able to understand the economic survey and the contents of it. But it is found that due to language or due to the lack of understanding of the financial jargons, small investor always remains at some distance. So BSE, IPF and SEBI took this initiative. They made it possible that we will bring the economic survey in a simpler language so that a small investor can understand it and can take the right decision at the right time. We discussed about agriculture yet, and today we will talk about industrial sector. One can see this graph. One can have a look at this graph. Now, this is a roller coaster ride of our industrial growth in our country. That from last 5 years, 2015 to 2020, consistently it is decelerating, which is not good for any economy. And they are saying that GVA is a gross value added, one of the tool in calculation of GDP. GVA decelerated sharply in 1920 to 0.8% from 4.5% last year. That means it is in a bad shape, it is decelerating. But once we have the look at this chart, means like this IIP index of industrial production, we can see that all the three bars are in negative zone, but one bar is in positive zone. This one bar is of mining, because the crude oil and the natural gas production declined due to depression in service. Where it was, yes, there was some recovery in mining activity during H2 as unfavorable weather conditions waned and economic activity picked up in January and February 2020. So that's why mining is in positive zone, and due to lack in manufacturing, electricity also went in negative. Industrial production was also not there due to pandemic and the COVID situation. So these three bars in a negative zone, but mining have done a good thing or have seen a good time in first 3 months of this calendar year. In the industrial production or in the manufacturing side, one can see that this consumer durables minus 67% and the capital goods minus 64%. These two heads are there which have seen the sharp fall in the numbers as compared to the 3 months of last year, April, May, June. But the intermediate goods are comparatively better. Intermediate goods are those which are used to produce consumer goods, as well as it is a last product also. The example, one can take example of salt, that it is a consumable good also, and it can be used as a raw material to make the other consumer durables. So intermediate goods are in better position than these two. But all this situation is there just due to COVID times. Because of the pandemic, there is new demand in the market, there is no new demand in the market, and that's why this minus 24% of our GDP is due to the pandemic times. But what government is taking the initiative, and how is our capacity utilization, we will try to see in next session. You are liking our session, thank you very much for that. Don't forget to say thanks to BSE, IPF and SEBI. The same topic is there in Hindi and Marathi. One can check the YouTube channel for that. You need to write your name along with the email address in the comment section, because that will enable us to bring the sessions to you. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.